Najua nimepotea, but nimerudi. Nilikuwa na rest. Imagine to recharge and to reorganize. Najua unadhani rest is just sleep. Usiku ati unaamka, but si hivyo. Rest is essential for your overall health and well-being. Imagine you have 7 types of rest. But before that, let's talk about what rest is and why we have 7 types of rest. Rest is a state of physical, emotional, mental relaxation that allows our bodies and minds to recover from the stress of daily life. As in, mind yako i-rest physically, moody, na emotionally, na mentally. Uko umerelax, ndio urecover from easy daily stresses of life. So the first types of rest we have, kuna physical rest. Physical rest means taking a break from the physical activities that we all do. We often think that rest is just like kulay down ama kukaa, but ina include activities kama stretching, taking a nap, getting a massage, taking short breaks, going for a walk. When we physically rest, we give our muscles time to repair and recover, which helps us to avoid injuries and reduce fatigue. The other type of rest we have is the mental rest. This means taking a break from the constant mental stimulation that we face every day. We live in a world where it's always on, and it can be challenging to unplug and give our brains a break. So mental rest can include activities such as turning off your phone, avoiding social media, practice meditation. When you rest mentally, you give your brain time to recharge and process information. Na hii itakusaidia ukue focused, ukue productive, ukue alert. Ways on which you can incorporate mental health into your routine ni setting aside a few minutes each day, unakuwa tu quiet peke yako, una practice mindfulness, or simply just taking deep breath. Pia unaweza kuset healthy social media boundaries. Hiyo ingine ni emotional rest. This is taking a break from the emotional demands that we face every day. This include activities kama spending time alone, avoiding stressful situation, talking to a friend, practicing self-care, journaling, ama to spending time in nature. Because when we rest emotionally, tunajipea time ya kuprocess feelings, and it helps us to maintain our emotional balance and to avoid burnout. Emotional rest can be challenging because we often feel guilty for taking break for ourselves. However, it is essential to remember that taking care of ourselves is not selfish. Hiyo ingine ni sensory rest. Sensory rest inamaanisha kutake a break from the constant sensory input that we face every day. Kila siku we are bombarded by noise, light, and other stimuli all the time, and it can be overwhelming. So, what activities can you take for sensory rest? Turning off the TV. Closing your eyes, spending time in a quiet room, taking a bath, listening to calming music, practicing deep breath. When we rest our senses, tunapea mwili yetu time to recover from the overstimulation that we experience, which helps us to avoid sensory overload and reduce stress. Ya tano ni creative rest. Hii ni kutake a break from the constant creative demands that we face every day. Because we often feel like we need to be constantly producing, constantly creating, but this can really be exhausting. So how do you practice creative rest? Taking a break from work, pursuing a hobby, engaging in creative activities that you enjoy. It can be drawing, it can be painting, it can be knitting, it can be cooking. When we rest creatively, we give our minds time to explore new ideas, stay inspired, and stay motivated. We also have social rest. This means taking a break from the social interactions that we face every day. We are social creatures. Every time tuna socialize, tunafanya nini, but socializing, it can be draining, especially for introverts. Social rest can include activities such as spending time alone, avoiding social activities, spending time with close friends and family, having a solo picnic, hike, or lunch. or practicing self-care. When you rest socially, you give yourself time to recharge and maintain your emotional boundaries, which can help to avoid social burnout na pia staying connected with others. The last one we have is the spiritual rest. This means taking a break from the spiritual demands that we face every day. This doesn't matter religion, whatever you believe in, but yeah, the activities you can do for the spiritual rest, it can be meditating, praying, engaging in spiritual practice that you enjoy, spending time in nature, practicing yoga, volunteering for a cause that you care about. Because when you rest spiritually, you give yourself time to connect with your inner self and you find meaning in your life, which can help you stay grounded and fulfilled. So next time unafeel umechoka, take time to rest. Unaweza fanya moja, unaweza fanya mbili, ama ufanye zote. Chaguo ni lako, but usingoje uchoke. If you don't pick a day to rest, your body will pick it for you. Bye! See you next time!
2 months, 2 hearts, we break through the fence, unpacking the thoughts that don't make much sense. Psychology